and welcome to the Old Man Orange podcast. I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
And I'm Ryan Dunigan.
And today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is something we've been wanting to do for at least 6 months or something.
I'd say a year, probably.
Yeah, probably longer. I guess that's true. Maybe even longer than that, too, when it really gets down to it. We've always wanted to take, good, classic, fun movies and do an audio commentary on it for a movie we have nothing to do with.
And I don't know if, classic's the word for Encino Man, but
yeah,
it does have that nostalgia, but...
Yeah, it has nostalgia for anybody from the 90s, I guess.
Let me put it this way. This movie, it is one of those movies that is so flawed in so many ways and has so many, problems. It's, has such a bad moral to the story, but at the end of the day, though, since I grew up with it, I didn't grow up with it as much as you, but I still have this weird, I guess... I feel bad saying this. The cynical enjoyment of the movie, but there still is some enjoyment to be had, nonetheless.
Well, the something about this movie is, it just takes me back. That's what it does. Like, when I watch it, it's same with Son-in-Law, or, those, two Pauly Shore movies. When I watch them, I get this nice, warm feeling of,
7 years old again?
Yeah, just being a kid, being like, man... just reminds me of those warm, sunny days in the 90s. I don't know why 90s always reminds me of warm and sunny days. Maybe everybody's childhood's like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what time you come from.
Movies that give me that were probably
Jurassic Park gives me that, too.
Jurassic Park is definitely...
From a movie that takes place majority at nighttime, and there's, people dying and stuff.
Screaming.
Give me this warm, happy place inside.
Jurassic Park... Super Mario Brothers, the movie, which is also by Hollywood Pictures, which is a branch off of Disney. So
yeah. Which actually, I was looking at Hollywood Pictures because we were thinking, we watched this movie previously, 2 days ago, just so we could remember it. At first, we were going to kind of half-ass it because we watched it 6 months ago when we were originally going to do this project. And I was like, that's a little too long. We should watch it again, or else it's not going to be fresh whatsoever. And I was looking at Hollywood Pictures, actually, and they actually had a lot of big movies for, their 15-year run or whatever they did.
They were around 15 years.
It came out in, 1989. I think they closed in, maybe 2003, 2006 or
I thought they were... I know the only 3 movies I know off the top of my head they had was The Sixth Sense, Mario Brothers, and Encino Man. I'm sure there's more.
Well, here's some other, kind of big ones they had. They did Swing Kids. They did.
Oh, the Nazi one?
Yeah, the Christian Bale Nazi movie where the kids are like, yo man, we like to dance.
We're in Germany, man.
We're in Germany, yo.
Was Christian Bale, was he the kid in that movie? With the kid?
I think he was because I haven't seen that movie.
Or was he the evil one? I haven't seen the movie in so long.
I couldn't tell you who. I just know he's in that one.
Because there's the one friend who's like, yeah, man, fuck swing music. It's all about the Nazis, man.
I could be wrong, but I think he was the guy that played guitar, but I could be wrong.
Okay. The guy who slits his wrist with the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I guys gave up. But here's the thing. They did Tombstone.
Oh, okay. There we go.
They did the Judge Dredd, the original one.
Yeah.
They did The Rock.
Ooh, okay.
White Squall. G.I. Jane.
Oh.
Both Ridley Scott movies. Nixon, the one, the Oliver Stone one.
Oh, they did have a lot of stuff.
They did the Santa Claus.
I'm pretty sure Santa Claus was Disney. I know it's Disney.
Well, it was under I guess Hollywood Pictures. The first one, at least, was under Hollywood Pictures. Made when they were the Santa Claus thing.
I could have sworn that was Disney. Maybe I'm wrong though. Oh, whatever.
You know what? It might have been because a lot of times
switched it halfway through. This is a kids movie.
It might be those joint venture ones where it says Hollywood Pictures and then it says Disney next and then it says something else.
I know at first they were the night before Christmas. We don't know what the fuck we're gonna do with this.
Put under
Touchstone.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Now you can't go anywhere in a Disney store or anything Disney without seeing Jack Skellington on something.
And then they also did Pauly Shore's other movies, too. They did...
Everything Pauly Shore?
Not everything. They only did Son-in-Law, and then they did In the Army Now. They had a 3-movie contract with Pauly Shore.
Well, we should probably jump into this, though.
Well, first I got some Encino Man facts.
Well, do you want to save them just in case we run out of stuff to say during the audio commentary? Or just get them all here?
We got them right here.
Alrighty.
So the movie is directed by Les Mayfield. He's the guy who did other 90s classics like Flubber and Miracle on 34th Street.
Flubber! I remember being a kid and walking out of Flubber and going, even though I liked Robin Williams and Shooter McGavin, I remember walking out of Flubber going that was some bullshit.
This movie was released on May 22nd, 1992, with a budget of $7 million, and it earned $40.5 million.
Oh, so it made some.
So it did pretty good, even though it had really crappy reviews.
$7 million?
Yes, it cost only $7 million to make this movie.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I know. For them. That's pretty cheap,
They almost did kind of like the Weinstein approach with that. Not Weinstein, New Line Cinema.
The New Line Cinema thing. Yeah. Well, probably teen comedies probably don't cost that much. You know, I've never put a lot of research into knowing how much one of those costs, but this I like this one a lot. This movie is known in Europe as California Man.
That is awesome.
And also, Pauly Shore won a Razzie Award for Worst New Star.
That's not surprising.
I'm
not trying to be a dick, but I'm just saying, given the way it is a very, I'll say this: you can say what you will about Pauly Shore, but no one's really tried to emulate that. So he does. You do know Pauly Shore when you see him. To his credit, that does stand. You know.
And the thing is, like, it's like at least he's doing his own thing. I guess that's what I would say, because that's like his like stand-up comedy act is the weasel thing.
Funny thing, I want to say this real quick because you said in Europe this movie was called
California Man.
California Man. In I think it was France when that movie Super Size Me. That Aaron, what's his name?
Super Size Me, the documentary one?
Yeah, I forgot the guy's name. I don't remember the guy's name, but anyway.
He's like the other Michael Moore.
Yeah, he put out a book.
He put out a book, the other Michael Moore.
The skinny Michael Moore. No,
well, Michael Moore's skinny now.
I was reading part of his book for a project a couple years back. And it was okay, but there's one part where he's all saying like, he was all like, he was saying that the company, this distributor, wanted to call the movie "Why Are Americans So Fat?" like the European release,
and it's supposed to be "Why Stupid Americans."
In the Japanese release, yeah, "Why Are Americans So Fat?" That's what they were originally going to call it, and they had like a special deal with the European Subway branch for like a tie-in deal with the movie. But then like they all came like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? This we don't want to do." Like, "Oh, our bad. Sorry about that." You know.
I love how like that they just changed. That's sort of like the California Man. Like that just seems funny. Just like it just reminds me of a bunch of European guys sitting around looking at this like. Just call us California Man. That's really what the fuck we're watching here. It's just about stupid kids in California. And then one more thing. There's actually a sequel to this movie.
There's a fucking sequel? It's like a straight to
video. It's a TV movie sequel called Encino Man that came out in 1996. We'll have to fucking watch that on another one at some point.
Is that like...
I don't know where you're going to find a copy of that.
It's all probably different actors. I bet not even Pauly Shore's playing it, because he was still popular.
No, he's not
He was still popular by that point.
No, I would have saw it if he was in it.
Yeah.
It's probably not even the chick that is the Encino Woman.
It's probably about her and just trying to make her blend in at the end of the movie. Well, anyway,
so we're gonna start the movie. We're at literally 000 on it, so you can either pull up a DVD copy. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray copy.
Get a Blu-ray, DVD.
You can probably Netflix it.
Go to like your local garage sale or flea market. There's probably a VHS of it.
Yeah, pause really quickly. Run down to the flea market. Go get one.
You might be able to get it on some instant, like maybe Netflix or Amazon or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So. Probably can. I don't know. I got the original DVD copy, like those ones Hollywood Pictures released for a long time. They're always like,
I'm looking at the box.
Fuck, they're never in fucking widescreen. Or it's in widescreen, but it's that one where it's like it's not formatted for widescreen TVs.
Yeah.
But it's right, pretty much where the Hollywood Pictures sign comes up. So we're gonna start it in 1, 2, 3, go.
Dude, volume's on.
No, yeah, turn that fuck. We're gonna turn the volume down too because
we don't want to pay the rights.
Yeah, we don't want to pay the rights. 2. We don't want to get distracted.
Yeah. So now whenever I see, I just think Mario Brothers, because that was like one of the first movies I saw in theaters, Mario Brothers, and that was also when you're a kid, just like they're making the Mario movie. Oh my god! But
really, Hollywood Pictures, like that sound when it comes up, it really reminds me like that's almost like a childhood thing. Just like I think Mario, I think this movie, and then even when I was like, oh, Tombstone, I'm like, oh yeah, well then there's Tombstone and things like that.
I like how this movie starts off like you would not assume you're watching a comedy. It's just like very bleak, like this Jurassic Park type music. It's like Sean Astin, Brendan Fraser, Pauly Shore, you know?
And it's just this creepy sound behind it too.
Yeah, you'd almost think that you're watching just like some kind of like, even this movie actually starts off very much like this could be like a pretty good like survival kind of caveman movie. I mean, even the way it looks and everything.
Looks like, it could be like this man. He's transported to the future and he has to survive. And
even this,
and they're coming after to kill him and so on.
Well, even this right here. I mean, if you've never seen the movie before,
it's weird. It's got this Jurassic Park music in it too, but it actually came out before Jurassic Park.
It did.
Yeah, well, 1992.
Well, I know that was the point when Jurassic Park was 93, right?
Yeah.
I guess this was a point though when. They might hear, like, oh, so-and-so's coming out with a kind of a T-Rex movie or a caveman movie, so we should jump on the bandwagon with that, so... And it probably didn't not take nearly as long to film as Jurassic Park.
This movie, I think this took 33 days to shoot. I think, and this is the guy's first feature film movie.
Well, I still, like I said, I'm not trying to be a cynical dick. I still enjoy the movie, but I just know there's so many problems with the characters. Even this right here, this.
See, this is it just looks dark. It's just like we're trying to survive.
He throws,
stay warm, honey. Stay warm.
Even this part right here, when we watched this the other day, I forgot about this part. I do not remember this part at all. I remember him
for some reason,
coming into the cave and then the snow falling down, but I did not remember him going up to his wife and just stay warm. Everything's so shitty and dark in these times,
Oh, he's trying to start a fire and he just can't get it going. Really, it's a little bit smoking, but.
Even just the way it looks, he even looks scary right there. So,
I know.
I'm kind of
this could be a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Yeah,
And then we transfer into.
But right here though, I guess that's before a while. One of my problems with the movie was the part where he's like, oh, there just happens to be a cave girl back there. But now I saw this, I guess she was always there. I don't know why I don't remember this part right here.
It's strange how some things just don't stick in your mind when you watch a movie.
Yeah, I mean, granted, you've grew up with this movie than fucking Sean Astin.
And then Sean Astin.
I have no problem with Sean Astin, the actor. I just hate his fucking character.
Look, he's got fucking children's toys in his bag.
It's okay, if you have an action figure or maybe just a miscellaneous
a G.I. Joe or something cool
or something like that. But look, he has fucking play school toys to the right of him. It's just
no wonder he's never getting laid.
Yeah. So then Slushy drops down. Oh, there's that.
The Icy.
That's just oh my god, so many memories came rushing back when I saw that.
They don't sell those at the movie theaters anymore, do they?
Not that type.
Yeah,
it's
that
their own
the
brand.
Big popular
I want to say they have their
Regal's
own
brand.
Regal brand. Maybe if you go to some other one, but yeah. I don't know why for a long time I thought maybe Encino Man was kind of a play on words, there was some kind of I don't know, maybe part of human evolution of Neanderthals called Encino or Encino Promiditis or whatever. I don't know, just some scientific name. But then I was oh, it's just literally named after the town, Encino. I assume there's maybe a double entendre to it or something.
Yeah, and I've never really actually been to Encino. I sort of have a ballpark idea where it is.
Yeah.
I don't really care to go to Encino. I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got some nice mountains. Yeah,
and look, once again, I'm going to talk a lot of shit on Sean Astin. No, I have no problem with Sean Astin, the actor. He's a fine actor. His character, I just fucking hate in this movie. But it almost...
His character is really the douchiest character in this whole movie.
He's more douchier than here's Pauly Shore just through the bagel. I'm pretty sure...
Yeah, yo, still bail from your mom, bro.
Yeah, and the whole thing with this is just, it's kind of he comes in... He's just man, I gotta be popular. I gotta be popular. I gotta leave my mark. I'm 16 years old. What the fuck do I have to show for it? He has the shitty fucking little
little 12... Valley Girl sister.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for him.
I'm so much smarter than you.
I'm just waiting for Sean Astin to freak out and just your time will come, whore. Just lose his shit on her.
And I like how this family kind of actually they're really well off, but fucking Sean Astin's digging a pool.
Yeah, and they're just
that feels like something I would do at my own house. Just me and my dad would be out there digging a pool together. But I cannot imagine if you live in Encino and you got this really nice house. And how the fuck are you one of the only people in a really nice neighborhood who doesn't have a pool?
I don't know.
I don't like to sound stereotypical, but I've looked at a fucking Google map, and almost everybody in those nice areas have fucking pools.
I want to say, I like how Pauly Shore. I think Pauly Shore has ulterior motives with this whole movie. I don't think he's really Sean Astin's friend. I think he's trying to get Sean Astin to kill himself.
He keeps mentioning it over and over.
He says, man, what am I gonna do to get popular? I got an idea, bro. You just gotta jump off a cliff and splat. You'll get your own fucking page in the yearbook, man.
Or he says you'll get the fucking cover.
Yeah, and I'm just one of those things. I'm pretty sure he's just going there trying to get all tight with the family, and just if I'm with him every day, and then he dies, they'll see me as a new son. They'll adopt me from my horrible fucking home in life.
I can marry their fucking daughter.
Yeah,
he even mentions that in the movie too. He's like,
I'm gonna fuck your sister, Dad.
He's like, I'm not your father. Quit calling me that.
Time will tell. Time will tell. But no, he's throughout the whole movie though, just Pauly Shore is one of the saving graces of this movie. You could say what you will about his acting, but he is probably one of the most...
it's the one thing I like about Pauly Shore, I think he's one of those kind of guys, if you don't grow up on him and you just come into him when you're 20 years old or something like that, you're like, who the fuck is that guy? Why does he talk so weird? But as a kid, I grew up so much, and really the big movies, this one's not the big movie to me, it's Son-in-Law. That's the movie, I love that movie. I'd almost even say that's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It's just, it has that much of like, it just takes me back all the time.
Wes referred to Son-in-Law as the Casablanca of Pauly Shore movies.
Dude, it so is. Because really, Pauly Shore, because then like the downfall of Pauly Shore, I've always said, is when he cut his hair, he just went from being
powers.
He went from being this kind of like, you know, he might have been kind of like cool and hip, sort of, kind of like this like kind of like hippie guy, modern '90s grunge sort of. And when he cut his hair, he just became kind of weird and creepy.
I want to say this: how many kids this day and age think come in like pink net shirt, friend riding on the back of his like, you know, mystery machine looking like Vespa.
One, I could not imagine coming to school on a scooter. You would be ridiculed forever.
Yeah.
Two, having your male friend on the back of it
who's eating Doritos.
The Doritos part is like, that's like the least of your worries. Having your male friend on the back of your scooter / motorcycle, anything like that. See, it was fucking nice back there with the mountains. Sorry to say that. But there is no way you can live that down. No wonder they're the biggest losers in school. Like, I will say, it makes sense.
I was watching this right here and just like, everybody in this movie, no one's like, even that chick's just kind of unlikable, really.
Well, she's kind of
she's with the douchebag right there, and she eventually goes to Sean Astin after he gets popular, after he gets, and just I don't know. It's still
basically it's kind of like Vanilla Ice haircut.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. He looks like Vanilla Ice's stand-in or something. He was like possibly the stunt double during like Ninja Turtles 2. Like when
you could come in on that fucking Kawasaki back there with your buddy on it. There is no way you're gonna live that down. Just being like, oh, look at those fucking butt buddies coming in.
This part right here is probably one of the most toned down parts of the movie, where it's just like, except that this part's so fucking weird. I don't get it. Like, okay, he grabs her face, kisses her on the forehead, like, okay, whatever. But then he pretends to punch her. Is that like a little like, that's what's happening later? Like, are they into like violent like sex or something?
I don't know.
She just have like a lot of makeup just covering bruises every day when she comes to school. Yeah, this is like one of the more aside from the very beginning, which I think was pretty cool. This is kind of like one of the most calmest parts of the movie.
Oh, then you always have the friend who's like the sex fiend, like chick friend.
Yeah, she
just wants
turned
to fuck
on by
anything.
Rape. Yeah, except Sean Astin.
Equally,
everybody in the school wants to fuck everything but Sean Astin. Good for him though that he eventually got Samwise.
So, yeah, you gotta like the Samwise part.
Yeah, Samwise is probably one. Not my favorite character, but one of my favorite characters. Out of the Hobbits, probably my favorite character out of the Hobbits. But you know, you gotta still go. He's going up against Aragorn and Gimli.
The one thing about Samwise though, it's like, okay, they have such a limited supply of bread and whatnot like this. And he's always like, Mr. Frodo, here you go. I've been saving this one, and he's just always like so fat the whole time. He never loses weight.
Just how natural he is. Shake his head.
He fucking slides in, just like
that Clint Eastwood
sticking out.
That Clint Eastwood like outlaw Josie Wales slide in. I just wish he slid back out. I think that would have made it funnier. Just tell, but yeah, no. Back to that.
I like how this part too. He's like, you know, Cro-Magnon man here. You know, he would have just taken his woman, fucked him, and then tossed him aside and went to the next one,
possibly eating him in the process.
Yeah. And this chick's like, oh, it sounds so barbaric.
Yeah, it sounds like something they were trying to start off, because barbaric, there it is right there. No, but there's a couple, like, every so often there'll be like, maybe it happens today, we just don't see it because we don't watch kids shows today, but, except Beware the Batman, but,
yeah, but that has
when you're kids, yeah, I know, but still. But when you're kids, they would almost try and come out with like new catchphrases for things, like in like Street Sharks, it was "Jawsome," or there's like, you know, Teenage Mutant Turtles, even though it was before, like Cowabunga and Shell Shock. You know? Maybe right here they're trying to start with like that. I already forgot what it was. Fucking barbaric.
Barbaric.
Yeah. Like, that's so barbaric. You know, maybe they're trying to make that happen.
I got like Pauly Shore's listening to like Edgar Winter Group. It's really like you got all this modern music and then you have the 70s track on there.
Yeah.
I actually have the soundtrack. It's fucking amazing.
Is that one on the soundtrack?
Yeah, it's on. It's actually one of my favorite soundtracks. I got it for 50 cents at Rasputin's in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. Great deal.
I got best soundtrack I ever got from Rasputin's used was I mean, it only has 8 songs because it has like 6 or 8 like in between tracks of like the fake radio broadcast Reservoir Dogs soundtrack for
that's
like
a good one.
$2.
Yeah, you know, every once in a while you'll find those soundtracks. Sometimes they're either worth a lot or not worth anything.
Like Rush Moving Pictures for $2, that was pretty good too. So I miss Rasputin's, but anyway, I guess I'll be close to one once I get to SF. But anyway. It feels so fucking douchey when I just say SF like that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why. Like, I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah. I'll use it in abbreviation. I just,
Different view.
Yeah, you're writing it.
It's like abbreviations, I think, work better when you write them.
When you say it out loud like that, like, oh, did I just fucking say that? So California, there's lots of earthquakes. What you gonna do?
California Man.
This right here, it really looks kind of like, I mean, I know they probably spent a little bit more money on this, but when he actually gets to do it, it looks like they just kind of laid down a plastic bag and just tucked a little bit of dirt over it to tuck it in.
It looks weird. Like,
When you
see
see it in a second, yeah, like, whoa, yeah.
And then it's like, whoa, bro, you should have been part of the football team.
Catches the plastic ball. Not the plastic, ceramic
Plastic ball.
Whatever. It's probably plastic in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, doesn't it almost look like...
It doesn't look like ice. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but...
Yeah. Well, it's not this shot. Like, the next shot, where I remember, it almost looks like just a plastic bag is tucked under there. Under the dirt. It's going to pop up in a second. Where's the shot? Get your fucking face off the camera. Come on. There's Pauly Shore's face. Come on.
Sometimes, I will say this with comedies, though, it's like, when you don't have the audio going, you kind of...
This is such a 90s...
like, drag out.
This is such a 90s thing, right?
Like, parents just like, for all they know, there's a fucking, like,
dead
killer
body
out there coming to get them. And mom's just like, get the fuck out of here, boys. You know,
don't
we're doing
care.
business, it's working.
Yeah, this is very, like, parents don't understand, man.
It's like sort of like the 90s. Like, parents work, kids, like, enjoy
They live.
life.
Yeah. Okay, I think they're going to show it right here. It just makes it go that much longer when there's no sound, but... And there, yeah, right. See, doesn't it look like a plastic as a body bag or something right there?
I like all the dogs once again. He's doing all the fucking work.
Yeah. Everybody, like, when you think about this movie, the Sean Astin character, everything kind of like, he doesn't really earn anything. Everything's just kind of handed to him by the mercy of either Pauly Shore, the potential girlfriend, and then Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
In this case, the dog. Dog's fucking digging it up for him. Dog's doing all the real work. Then I like how it just happens to be cave paintings right there.
Yeah, cave paintings. That's how you know it's a caveman now. It's not just a block of ice.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like a septic tank.
Could be that. What if they just randomly like show the whole caveman part at the very beginning of the movie? Just has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. He just hits this, just shit sprays
up everywhere.
It's just this life. It's just a story about this fucking like douchey kid who just one bad thing after another starts to happen to him throughout the whole movie.
Well, it's kind of hard to feel bad for Sean Astin though in this movie because just a lot of things that go on in it. It's just like. No, he's a loser because he puts himself in those places and because he's kind of an asshole. He's one of those people that's like, people don't like him for a reason. He's
worse than the actual douchebag of the movie.
Yeah, the douchebag at least has, like, you know,
when you get to
reason, I guess.
He's trying to keep Sean Astin away from the girl.
Yeah, that's all he's really doing. He's just protecting her.
Even though he's, like, probably, like, 32 and the girl's, like, probably, like...
You know, actually, I looked at their age. A lot of these people they're all under 25. Really? Pauly Shore and Brendan Fraser are like some of the oldest ones are 24. Sean Astin's like 21, and a lot of the other people I saw they're all like in that like between 20 or some of the girls I think are a little bit younger, but between about like 19 and 25.
Really? Because maybe it's just what's in our diets this day and age or something. Because back then people just looked.
Well, this movie really explains that like 90s kids just ate complete shit. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that part. You know.
Rose McGowan's actually in this movie too, and I forgot what part she's in, but she's in this movie.
Is she the slutty friend?
No, that's not her. I think she plays a smaller role.
Maybe just a quick speaking role or something like that.
But when I was looking at it, I was looking at like Encino Man facts. Mm-hmm. Strange enough, Encino Man actually had a lot more than like other movies. Like Son-in-Law had like nothing on it.
I wonder if this is one of those like really obscure like
cult films.
I'm wondering if
there's a lot of people though that I've known. Now these are all '90s generation people though, but this movie's a real popular movie still. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think it's just one of those ones. It's sort of
like how there's moss growing on.
Maybe not like speaks to. That sounds like the wrong thing, but like there's an audience that like. It's almost sort of weird. Like when you grow up with something, you kind of like tolerate like its flaws.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I always think about like modern day like kids movies nowadays. We watch them and go like that is fucking shit.
Exactly.
But I think there's just that time period where when you're younger that you just kind of like enjoy things. You know, maybe it's, you haven't seen enough movies or something like that, and just mind you like that's It sounds weird, but you're probably like, because you watch these movies like when you're like 10, you go like, dude, I'm going to be like that when I get in high school. I'm going to find a caveman, I'm going to be so popular.
When I was a kid, I did not want to be in high school. I was not looking forward to becoming an adult or a teenager when I was a kid, just because I saw what they were doing at that time. It's like, I can't fucking relate very much, but now I watch it and there is just a sense of nostalgia, because I remember seeing it as a kid. But I want us to go back for just a second when they're sleeping in front of the shed. Hey, honey, why are the kids sleeping in front of the shed? Oh, they're probably not guarding nothing. There's probably nothing, like, suspicious going on out there.
Yeah. They're probably like, thank Christ they're not in the house making noise.
So this is ours. We can't let anybody know. Like, Dad's like, you pay the fucking mortgage.
Yeah. Well, I love this too. He tells
He's like,
Pauly
"Don't
Shore,
tell
he's like, don't
anybody."
tell anybody. He's like, can I tell Bob Frank or whatever? He's like, no, fuck it, don't tell him either. And then what's the first thing Sean Astin does?
He waits. He goes up to while the slutty like chick who's into rape is there, goes up and talks to this bitch.
She's just looking for like a good raping.
They had like character posters for every individual one. Hers is like barbaric
rape.
Yeah.
But he's like, I got a caveman in my house, and really, if you go to tell anybody you got a caveman in your house, they're just.
She's taking it pretty well. I mean,
yeah, she's probably like most people. Be like, whoa, get the fuck off me.
For how shallow and hollow her character is, she is taking this extremely well. And then there's the whole point, like, I'm sorry, I don't see us together. You know, I'm just sorry. I like Vanilla Ice's stand-in. You know, he was in Ninja Turtles too. Did you see that?
Yeah. He's just like, oh well.
He's the part when it's a distant shot when they're saying jump ninja, jump.
Go ninja, or what's it?
Is it go ninja? Go
yeah,
ninja.
Go ninja. See, here he comes again.
No.
He's kind of, this guy.
He looks like he's 30.
I feel like this guy also might be like he must be a gay actor just because he has these weird. Like
This is what like straight people do.
He just has and we've seen plays before where you try to get they'll get these really gay actors and they'll try to play these really straight man parts and it's just like
so obvious.
And you're like, you're not a good enough actor to pull off.
You're a good dancer, but you're not.
Yeah, you may be able to dance, but you can't act worth shit.
We went to go see Hairspray, and the guy playing Link was the guy different, not this Link.
Yeah, not Link in this movie.
The guy playing Link in Hairspray was all like, I'm sorry, Marianne, I just don't see us being together. It's like, no,
I'm just a super stud.
No fucking shit. Look at the guy on the left. Look at the guy on the right. The guy on the left looks like he's trying to pose for like Abercrombie and Finch, but it's just not working out.
Like, shush!
Just the way he's moving.
See, he's the
guy on the left. All my focus on the guy on the left. He's like, yeah, that's right, girlfriend.
See, look at that guy. I just can't believe that guy's straight. I just can't. Do you think you could actually staple somebody to a fucking board and they'd stay up there?
No, but no. It's the magic of 90s,
yeah.
You know, like
no, this is 90s it gets too, because you're like, what's he gonna write on him? Eat me.
This day and age, just be a dick, just like right next to
his face.
Yeah, that'd be evident of this day and age.
Or just two balls.
This part. No, like I just wish this movie was one bad thing after another to Sean Astin, because this isn't bad enough. I really think.
Yeah, he needs more.
Just like
he's just a horrible person.
People just start take turns just socking him in the balls as they walk by.
Fucking the teachers come up and do it too.
I like how just like pointing, like, because film always predicts. I mean, high school's shit, but it's not like as bad as it is in the fucking movies.
Yeah,
you
movies
know?
always make it out like these really god awful things happen. And who knows? Maybe that does happen in some people's schools.
Yeah.
I remember like when I was watching. It sounds weird, but like I think it was American Pie, not The Naked Mile.
That's a slushy.
Or maybe it was The Naked Mile, but like. That whole movie, which sounds like a strange movie to say, but the guy that wrote that movie was just a guy who was like, no, every single thing in this movie actually happened in college. I just want to get that down.
I never saw Naked Mile.
You should check them out at some point. They're not like as good as the original ones, obviously, but they still got some pretty funny moments in them.
Okay. Well, I know when you're scraping like, oh, this one's not about Stifler, it's about his cousin or whatever. That's where I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, they are kind of scraping the barrel, but
you got Eugene Levy. You know,
you got Eugene Levy. He's like
to give him work. Anything to give him work, you know.
See, like, this is where, like, the movie could turn to, like, a drastic point where it's just, like, this caveman comes back and he can't, like, relate to, like, modern times.
Well, it'll be almost... Link adapts pretty well.
He really does. Like, it takes him all about, like, 10 minutes and he's, like, pretty a normal guy.
Sorry, I got this cold that just kicked in. Oh, there's this part. Forgot, though. There's always the classic slapstick, step on a rake, get slapped in the face. The dog.
The dog becomes his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Dogs are understanding. Dogs get it.
Yeah, they get it. You got like the same mentality.
I wonder, like, you know, I just like to see this movie just like a darker version. Like, you know, he just wakes up. It's not like he's just like, oh, he's got to blend into high school. It's just like he just goes on. This movie starts off exactly the same way. I can see like several different versions of this movie. Starts off exactly the same way, but then it becomes this very dark movie about this caveman just attacking the suburb. You know?
Yeah.
By the time by the time Sean Astin gets home,
and Sean Astin's the only one that knows, and he keeps telling people like, it's a caveman, it's a caveman. Nobody fucking believes him, but there's all these like grisly murders going on.
But he's like one of the first people to get fucking murdered. So, or unless we could, I don't know, there's so many different ways you can go with this that I enjoy. He can get murdered right from the get-go, be out of the movie, or we can keep him there and just bad things after another keeps happening.
Just, like horrible things happen to him over and over again.
And no one really feels bad. They just kind of point and laugh, you know.
So the smog there.
Smog. That was, yeah, you could tell that was.
You can always, in like any movie like from like kind of LA area from like, you know, 90s on back, you just see these horrible like smog lines, especially 70s movies. Those are like the worst. Those look so nasty.
There's this part. I forgot about this part.
Poor
Where he
mailman.
takes the,
I like this because he takes the string off and just like chucks the package.
he's just playing with the string. Yeah. He even looks scary right there. Brendan Fraser just giving it his all in this.
Brendan Fraser's just such an amazing actor. Too bad like he just does all CG movies nowadays.
Dancing with Animals or whatever that one was. I don't know what it was really called.
It's like, and he was, you know, in the 90s he had like such a great run of tons of good movies. And yeah, nowadays it's just like, I don't remember the last time I saw a Brendan Fraser movie.
He's done some like weird independent stuff here and there. Like, I mean, this movie's not independent, but he'll do like dramatic stuff here. Like, he was in Crash.
Yeah, that's a horrible movie though. Isn't that the weird racist movie one?
It's movie.
That movie just. I remember that was like that when I watched it. I was like, this movie got fucking awards. This was stupid as fuck.
Well, that movie was just kind of like the whole time. It was just like racism's bad. Like, yeah, I know.
It's like I know.
Racism bad, man.
Racism bad.
Yeah, I get the fucking point.
Racism we know racism's bad, and it just it was just written so horribly. I see this part's awesome. Here, cheers, Terminator.
Terminator, yeah.
I don't know how they're not like Terminator is like a Disney movie, but.
I'm surprised that when they go to the theme park, I'm surprised that they didn't just go to Disneyland or something. They probably could have done that for free, but yeah. No, but in a second they're gonna be playing like this goes back to the soundtrack to this movie. I'm pretty sure there was a Hollywood Records, right? Because
probably. This
has Cisco a little bit ago got the Super Mario Brothers soundtrack, just the physical copy of the
movie soundtrack.
Yeah, and I want to
right here.
George Clinton. I'm pretty sure this is George Clinton in this video.
Yeah.
George Clinton did that like. Hey, get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur.
Yeah.
That song. And I'm pretty sure there's George Clinton right here.
Yeah, right
Later, there's a Steve Vai song. That song when they're going through, like, the ice tube in Mario Brothers.
That's Steve Vai.
Steve Vai. And then Queen's in the soundtrack in here somewhere.
Yeah,
and
when they're on the roller coaster.
And Queen did a song for the Mario Brothers movie also. So I'm kind of wondering if, I know that that's the only way it could happen. Probably Hollywood Records or something or some kind
Well, yeah, they have that be the same artist or what have you.
Yeah, so might be even a few others because there are those like miscellaneous like '90s artists that just disappear. George Clinton was playing for a long time. He's been playing since like the '70s, but I think
in this time period though, he started doing like a lot of soundtrack stuff.
Yeah, which is probably
or that his music was just in a lot of soundtracks. I'm not too sure what it was exactly.
Well, something that was a band that was in a lot of soundtracks, the Goo Goo Dolls. They're like in nearly every 90s.
For like the 90s, yeah.
They're in Twister, City of Angels.
Van Halen was in Twister too.
Yeah. Well, they had that song like Long Way Down. I don't know if I can make it. Long way.
I actually have that Twister soundtrack.
This part's actually kind of creepy. You see, just edit this movie in a weird way. Yeah. Make it look like a horror film and just like takes shots like this throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Some scary, ominous over it. It's a caveman, bro. Look at that. Pauly Shore seems to be handling it like realistically more than Sean Astin.
Well, Sean Astin's like, oh my god, look at it. We can use this for profit and popularity.
Don't fuck this up, Pauly Shore.
I will put him on a leash and he will be my monkey.
That's how he's almost acting. Pauly Shore's like, dude, what are we doing?
Bro, he's a human being.
He can kill us,
He's got free will.
And I always like this logic in so many movies. If I talk loud and slowly, he'll understand. And
they do that like in any movie.
He'll understand the concept of a white flag,
Yeah, well, they always do that thing too. It's just like they do it also when they go to like other countries in movies too, and it's just like nobody has any idea what the fuck you're saying. I don't even know why you even attempt.
One of my favorite '80s movies is Better Off Dead, and I actually
like a great one.
I love the
part.
part.
That would be a good one to do a podcast on.
All
those movies that don't have like a fucking they pretty much don't have an audio commentary track already.
Well, Better Off Dead is one of those movies. It's like, to me, that's such a creepy shot. Just have the poster
right there.
of that.
That should have been the poster.
Just like hunched in the corner.
Weird, like fresh
Encino Man. It's like, what the fuck are they saying? Well, why the fuck does he have a fresh like detergent company poster in his fucking room?
I don't know. Him and Pauly Shore probably like robbed.
It's probably
Matt trying to be cool. They're probably like 12. Like, we're so badass.
They stole this sign. That's all they walked away with.
She's totally gonna dig me now.
Let's fight him with a skateboard. No. Better Off Dead. I'm not saying this out of any cynical way. I actually love that movie. That is I have no. Movie. I don't know if I mean. unless I feel like we could do Drunk Batman because we made it, so there's a lot we can say on that. This movie, there's so much wrong with it, but still so enjoyable in some other way. So that's why I figured we'd talk about it. But Better Off Dead, I don't know if I could because I just like that movie so much, and I don't really like this movie's great, and I don't really know what more I can say other than just repeating what's great that's on the screen right now.
But it's got that. I think it's because it has like
It's
a
such
lot of
charm.
those. Like there's just a great charm about it. It's the ski douche movie and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. And just some of the lines, like, there's small things that it was kind of like you would have like in high school, but certain jokes you have in high school, but it's actually in a movie in a sense, because like there's the chick who's dating all the basketball players and they all get like like they're like one person like that.
Yeah,
kind of similar
primal instincts.
Just similar jokes like that. Whenever they like you know that was ADR, but it's just like as soon as they all turn their heads, just hear just in unison. Whenever they sit down or do something.
That one it's just such a classic, well-made.
One of the best lines.
Or even like this movie's like this movie has its flaws. Better Off Dead is just a fantastically made movie. I would say it doesn't even really have any flaws.
Then there's like one of the best lines in any movie. Like, damn, someone threw away a perfectly good white boy. No,
Fire's relatable. That's how we talk to caveman.
No, but I was gonna say there's that how I got on Better Off Dead in the first place. There's that part in Better Off Dead when the French girl, sits at the table when they're having when all the neighbors get together to have dinner, and she says, "Do you like it so far in America?" And then she's like, "She's not deaf, Mom. She doesn't speak English." It's like I'm glad the movie acknowledged that. That's good.
Yeah, because the thing once again where they talk slow and loud.
It's one of the movies that treats suicide very comedically. So
yeah.
No, I forgot about this. Yeah. Ah, man. I'm just getting all kind of flashbacks just watching this movie right now.
This movie always just takes me back to a time, not like I was in high school in 1992, but
you remember it though. You kind of like
it's weird because you kind of morph like what you watched as a kid and what your actual high school was into like one. Mm-hmm. And I always felt like you try to almost like emulate like those things together, and then almost in your memory, it's strange how movies can affect things like that.
Well, for our high school, and you may disagree with me, and not saying this is as cool or hip as other high schools, but I think the most accurate interpretation of high school for me was probably for like our generation was Superbad. I think that was pretty dead on, just the way how kids talked and acted.
Even though it came out like after high school.
It came out like a year after we were out of high school, or for me, because I graduated a year ahead of you. That movie came out in 2007. I graduated high school in 2006. Like, oh, this all seems pretty familiar. I like how they're just pouring bleach.
Yeah, they just put like all these random ass shit that go in there. Like, there's like some mouthwash.
And like the scene.
No More Tears, and then like there's bleach.
Yeah. This scene, they're like, "Oh, I'm too sexy for my shirt." They just
is
that song on the soundtrack?
No,
that's good. I'm glad that's because
there's only like one song on the entire soundtrack that's just like not that great. There's a couple others that are like maybe not the best, but they're mostly all pretty darn good songs.
That caveman's a pretty good sport for letting these these weird, well manicured creatures just grab him, force him into water.
Well, maybe he's one of the ones like my entire life has been a constant struggle for survival, and these guys I don't know them, but they are taking care of me.
I don't know if they're taking care of me or if they're
or what they're giving me. I think the one thing they should not cut his hair. They should just fucking left it all like long and wild. They always do that in movies though. I don't know why.
It's still longish.
Well, it's kind of like shaggy long. It's like sort of like it's in Conan, like when he starts off, he's pushing that fucking giant wheel for like 33 years.
Yeah.
Which is like, is that how he got all big and buff? Is by pushing this wheel? And he had like his hair is like down to like almost like his butt. It's like they should have left it like that. That would have looked way more badass. And they cut it like afterwards to like his shoulders. It's still not bad, but
they start clapping. He's like, ah! Starts screaming, starts attacking him right there. The horse they I just noticed that the horse in the wild has a giant dick. You see that?
Is that his dick or is it leg?
I think the leg's behind it, but if it goes back to it, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
See, like they give him like this really. He's got like a beige or kind of tannish color. It looks like that dirt T-shirt. A vest.
He almost looks like he's on his way to Woodstock. He looks more than a 90s kid. The hair looks 90s.
The hair is very 90s. Looks very grunge. But the rest looks like it looks like a little hippie kid.
Yeah, like he's on his way to a Fish concert or something.
Pauly Shore's got his.
Pauly Shore looks 90s as fuck. There's no way around that.
Yeah.
Sean Astin looks like he can kind of fit into any generation.
Yeah, he could
really.
be 50s. He could be 60s. He could be now.
Donkey Konga. Was it out back then?
Dude, he got an ant farm back there? Is that what that is between them?
Kids liked ant farms in the 90s. At least media told us we liked ant farms in the 90s. There's always like an ant farm or like, you know, a snake in a cage. Like,
ant farm just to me just felt like having like your own like children's like plantation.
I want to say it does feel that way. I want to say this real quick. That I keep on forgetting because the
weird like
whenever
jerk off sound.
Whenever they like do the little like twiddle their fingers,
weasel sound.
It has this sound effect. It's so fucking gross sounding what that was. That was
weird.
That was me pulling on my cheek. That's what that was. So, and that's just like, what the fuck would you make that noise? That has to be like an inside joke for the guys making the movie. Like, we gotta find a way
that's the Pauly Shore thing though.
That
comes from a stand-up comedy.
He was doing stand-up comedy at this time?
He did that before this.
I thought he was doing...
He was a stand-up comedian. He became one like when he was 17 years old because his family's a Jewish family. And then he had like from stand-up comedy he got the Totally Pauly Show on MTV where it's pretty much
wasn't he just introducing music videos and stuff
I think so, and then doing little comedy routines in between. He'd host things like fucking Spring Break and shit like that. You see, all this material is kind of like that's kind of like him.
Okay, I assume Pauly Shore what he did was he would, like, you know, in between videos, like, "Sup, man? That was a good Alice in Chains video, right, bro?"
Buddy.
That's what I assumed it was. And then probably...
Okay, we got Pearl Jam coming up now.
Yeah. Little bit of salt and pepper, you know? So, not to mention some TLC. See you after the break, man. You know. So, that's what I assumed.
He just gets off and just like, "Where's my fucking stogie?" Give me all this queer gear.
Get this fucking scarf off me. Pauly, we're back on in like after 30 seconds.
Okay, bro. Whoa.
It's like just the scarf is what's with the power. He puts the scarf like there's some kind of like spirit of some sort that lives within the scarf.
I like how the parents gotta come home and like okay, she's kind of like what are you doing, son? But it's never like that. Like
here's Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah. His father, Wolf Blitzer, comes in. But they're really, like, not like that. Like, most parents come home and go, like, "The fuck did you do? The fuck? Come on. I mean, we work hard in this family to get this."
They're kind of like, not as bad as last week.
Yeah, God.
He's
already pants on this time.
He's already digging a fucking hole in the backyard, didn't even ask.
And these guys' fucking retard friends coming in through the back door.
There's this guy.
His backdoor boys.
No, and there's
and then they gotta talk him in there, like the son kind of goes like, "Dad, don't you remember, like, fucking, like, we had a foreign exchange student."
How shitty of a parent do you have to be kind of like, "Hey, you don't remember? You offered to buy a child
from another country and take care of him for a year."
Okay, I guess we fucking...
I guess we did. Maybe it got lost in the bills.
Like, I don't give a shit. And even Sean asked
I paid $3,000 for something. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Could have gone to the pool. What the fuck was that? Just reached for his belt. Nothing. No, but
son, I thought we were paying that pool guy to come there and put it in. No. You keep telling me you're taking those chicks and giving it to him, right?
Yeah, totally, yeah. No, I think
the parents are just so calm. Like, well,
I guess you could.
Right.
I guess we could own this child.
That dog's trying to bite his nuts off in the backyard.
I think the dad wants to say no, but he's like, you know what? He's already an improvement over my own fucking son.
Maybe he'll kill my son, or maybe I can ship my son back saying that he is Link.
Yeah. Oh fucking no. Anything like him, the parents probably aren't too fucking bright. Just look at him.
At least we have this daughter who will probably cure cancer when she grows up.
Maybe.
Unless she'll become just a total douche girl.
I'm guessing she's probably gonna grow up to become a very shallow, hollow bitch.
Yeah, she's smarter than everybody.
Probably she's probably gonna be one of those girls that's to get a sugar daddy. Go an episode back. She's probably one of those girls. Like she was her whole life. She honed skills.
Her whole life she thought she was smarter than everybody, and then she realized she couldn't get a job.
It was like
because nobody liked her attitude.
There is that. I'm already forgetting the name of the movie. It was a French movie. It starred the chick who was in Amelie. But it was a French romantic comedy about two people that were kind of like, they're like, they don't have any money, but they're basically kind of like, I guess, the plaything. Not like, it was a comedy. It wasn't like a really dark movie, but it was like, shit, what's it fucking called?
I don't
We both have like sugar daddies or a sugar mama, like, and through that they actually become they like oh well, what'd you get today? Like, oh, I got this diamond ring. Oh, that's nothing. I got this watch. Oh, that's fucking awesome. And then through that they become friends. A little French romantic comedy. It was a cute movie. It was a chick from Amelie, but she's probably gonna be like that, but it's not gonna have that happy ending where they walk away with each other, because at the end of the movie they lose all their money, but they have each other, and that's enough.
Either that, or at some point,
but
Brenden Fraser's just gonna end up raping her, and she's gonna have a child
and kill everybody in this house. Oh, I forgot about the fucking shark and because the poster right there. There's the shark.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. And the poster of the chick.
What did that come from though?
I don't know, but you always see that on T-shirts everywhere. It's like a shark in a tank top, shorts, bright neon colors, sunglasses, humanoid.
And sometimes you see like uncles wear them, like when they're trying to be kind of hip.
Yeah,
uncles. You might see I don't know why it is, but uncles are kind of like, unlike you, they always feel like they're the relatives you have that try to fit in more. You know, you can have an uncle, he could be older than your parents, but he's like, he plays video games, and you know, he's wearing younger clothes. I don't know why that always is.
I have two of my uncles are very kind of like they're very like conservative, very like work focused. They don't really have that. But I do have that one uncle.
There's always just kind of like that hip uncle. He's not really
not hip, but he get a little too drunk at parties.
I guess what I'm saying is he's kind of tries to be in the now.
He like, you know, any like get together, he'll start doing karaoke and sing like I Got Friends. There's Rose McGowan.
Oh yeah.
All right, past her. Sing there she is. He'll start singing.
She's a child.
Yeah. He'll start singing like "I Got Friends in Low Places" or something, you know.
Yeah. I like just kind of
he's
bring
sober
this guy
now,
in
so
here.
good
Like
for
they
him.
bring him, there's what, like 1,000 kids here. It's like this is gonna be like fucking shock to him, but he's somehow somebody just manages it.
He is climbing around like it's a fucking jungle gym.
And nobody's even fucking noticing. They just walk by like whatever.
It's just the '90s. People are being free spirited.
That one Asian chick looked at him. That chick on the other side did too.
They're being free spirited. Like they're like, here's my chance to act. I got to look towards the camera for a second, you know. Because if you're an extra and you're doing this for like
walk
couple
past
hours,
fucking Brenden. Don't look at Brenden.
Doing this for hours.
Don't look Brenden in the eyes.
That guy right there took that chance. He's like, I'm going to take this chance. This might be my only chance.
It'll be my only chance to look Brenden in the eyes. I come from one of our few black people in the movie.
One of the only ones in the movie. It's like, oh, there's that guy. Well, the back of his head. They're like the Fresh Prince had a cameo right there.
I always like just looking at like the background.
Woolly Mammoth. I forgot that was okay. It all comes full together with cavemen.
Yeah, well, they have like the, and then here comes like the rape scene. Just like he looks down, primal urges kick in.
Get your woolly mammoth. I can't believe I didn't notice their mascot was a woolly mammoth before.
You know, I didn't put two and two together either. It makes sense.
People aren't even that pressed. That guy just did that.
Yeah, you know, if anybody,
whatever.
I was like, whatever, fuck.
There's probably some foreign kids.
So that one guy, they look over their shoulder, just kind of like, oh. See
right
there.
here.
He just comes with this primal urge.
Too rapey for my shirt. Too rapey for my shirt.
Just like pushes her up against the wall.
No, and she's all into it. So this chick's into some freaky shit, you know. So.
Well, you know what she reminds me of? You know, like an American Pie.
The chick,
Tara, what's her name?
Tara Strong's?
No, not Tara Strong.
Not Tara Strong, Tara Reid.
Tara Reid's like friend. That's who she reminds me of a lot. Like same character structure.
I wouldn't even say that because the Tara Reid's friend. I mean, I'm
just saying character structure. I'm not saying like identical, but you know, like that kind of like it's the friend who kind of knows
a lighter.
More.
He's pulling her hair towards.
I'm gonna cook this chick and eat her. I was like, fuck the other one.
That was the same chick. Then but I'm just a cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
I like that actress.
Yeah, she's a good actress. She's in a bunch of other stuff, too.
She's currently on that show. I haven't seen it. I saw her do an interview on Conan O'Brien, like, a few months back. But like, she's on that Orange is the New Black or whatever show.
Never heard of that. Is that an HBO show or Showtime
show? It's either... I think it might be like a Netflix show, but I think it's HBO or something.
Those Netflix shows are always kind of like those ones that's just like, oh, I don't... It seems kind of like they're harder to see. It's like, I have to go, like, subscribe to Netflix.
I think they're... It's either... Yeah.
It's like, you're already asking way too much for me now.
That's probably him just improvising. Just give me this. Just a line. Just let me do this. It's like either a Netflix show or a Star show, and it's like a show about prison. I know that much. Yeah. Woman's prison.
Oh, I'm like, boy, that's a weird title for like fucking prison.
Yeah. I forgot about that whole part where she's like, I think he's totally awesome. Like, what is with that guy?
She's like, I'm just totally into guys that draw like animals.
Look at the little hand motion, like he's trying to do like the crunchy little finger thing. This part, you're just being like, he's gonna be a total dick. Like, yep,
fucking nerd.
Getting into high
And
school.
like, it looks like Pauly Shore
just
farts
farted on him as they walk by.
So there is a lower class of people here. And then you got the white guy and the Mexican guy, like, dancing away.
The guy and the white
Or
guy...
maybe a Native American. I'm not too sure what the other guy on the left is.
The white guy looks kind of like Flea.
Yeah, he looks like Flea's, like, lost love child, even though he's...
They don't even look like they're high school students. They look like they're 34, and they just kind of wander their way.
They just come in here and they just fucking dance.
Look, we need to fit this quota of, like, you know, just...
Dude, right here, this is the song we used in Drunk Batman. Or Dark Knight, or Drunk Knight.
Which one would, like... Oh, the
girls
ladies!
just
Yeah.
love me.
Yeah, that one. Robin's thong. Yeah.
He's like our second black lady in this movie so far.
I wasn't sure if she was black. I thought maybe she was just like... Well, maybe she is. It's hard to tell.
She is.
I think she's Mexican. I think she's
Dude,
Mexican.
look,
'cause
this is a more advanced Spanish class than we had. We didn't even get fucking, like, headsets.
they're Encino.
Yeah, I know. I was like, look at this. It's like almost they're playing that Xbox Live or something here. We just kind of had, like, cheap VHS videos that were taped off TV of, like, Univision or something. It's just like, okay, kids, watch this with the subtitles on. You'll get Spanish by the time it's done.
I think I'm figuring part of this movie out, all right? Sean Astin, he the whole time... It says a lot about his character, because everybody else... Things are working out fine for them. And
Yeah,
they
look at, like, Pauly Shore now. He's now the cool guy because he's hanging out, and he really relates to fucking Brenden Frasier. Like, they get along.
Brenden Frasier, everyone just likes...
When they're together, they almost look like they fit more, where Pauly Shore at first... Like,
all you need is...
He's even changed his outfits around, too. He looks kind of, like...
Yeah.
He's got rid of the kind of the weird, like, the pink fucking, like, net shirt.
Oh, there's this part.
I really always feel sorry for these guys. These poor...
These fucking Americans come in.
You know, they come... These guys from, India or whatnot, they come here, they buy this fucking 7-Eleven wannabe thing. And they're like, okay,
These
we're
fucking
gonna
rich
start this
white
good.
kids.
And these kids come in here, fucking jerk around of everything, and don't even end up paying for a single thing.
I want to say he just looks so bad right there. That's actually kind of. I don't think I could pull off the blue jean jacket and the
But see,
shirt.
that's a good look right
That's
there.
not as like the pink net shirt, the scarves.
With your buddy fucking right in the back who looks a
Yeah.
little too conservative.
Yeah, eating Doritos.
Yeah.
I'll say this real quick.
This is what describes like why we have bad eating habits like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Because Pauly Shore comes up to describe everything. So what's your dairy group? It's a fucking milk dud.
You don't eat bananas.
No, you don't fucking eat bananas. That's
Corn
healthy
nuts.
shit.
Corn nuts is vegetable. You know.
Yeah, he comes down here. He's like, oh, here's your fruit, fucking sweet tarts. Did you remember the Switzers?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck Switzers are.
I don't either.
This has been around for like, or at least stopped after the 90s.
Well, in the 90s there was so much extra candy, and then like now this is your fucking vegetable group. What is it? Fucking corn nuts.
I want to say this real quick. I always wanted this, and people are going to say, shut the fuck up. But I really want them to remake Encino Man, shot for shot. The only, and like, you know, it's the best of your ability. Find people that looked exactly like and act exactly like Pauly Shore, Sean Astin. But the only thing I want... Not Pauly Shore. Actually, no.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt looks like Pauly Shore.
I didn't mean Pauly Shore. Everybody but Pauly Shore. I want Daniel Day-Lewis to play Pauly Shore, but I want him to play him just like he does Daniel Playview in There Will Be Blood. Like, here's your basic food items. We got Switzerland. We got the burrito. You know, that's what I really want.
Sweet tarts for your fruit group. See, watch he goes, wheezing the juice.
Wheezing the juice.
Wheezing the juice.
He has the full handlebar He has the full, like, curly mustache from There Will Be Blood. Like, wheezing the juice.
Look at these poor guys. Like, they're fucking eating. They fucking go by, you know, start sucking the Slurpee machine, you know, and then they starts, like, bitching about it, too. Like, well, it's your guys' fault.
This guy, you're like, we had to kill babies in our country
to get over here.
Yeah. The shit we've seen, we're gonna let you come in here and fuck with our shit.
Got like barfing it out, just all over himself.
So really, I just want.
And then like, they don't pay. They just fucking walk out.
It comes back for this little thing, this little moment.
Yeah, for the trailer.
That was for the trailer. That was for the trailer. I'll be back. I'm pretty sure that was in the trailer. And here's the Queen song. But no, I really just want...
So like, okay, now this. I really want to say in the scene, though. It's like, okay, they're at Magic Mountain right here, I think. It's got to be Magic Mountain right here, because they keep saying, like, we're going to the mountain. But there is one part, though, once they get past the roller coaster part, they're on these kind of, like, these raft things. I'm like, I don't remember those at Magic Mountain.
Maybe
they had to be at, like...
Knott's Berry Farm?
Yeah, Knott's Berry Farm. I remember, like, something just like that there. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it could have been. I just fucking missed it, but...
Yeah. I want to say, but like, I really just want like, I just really want Daniel Day-Lewis to play the Pauly Shore character. Imagine just Daniel Day-Lewis doing that weird hand thing, slapping around a panda, doing all this shit.
Fucking Brenden Fraser could come back and just play his role over again. He's played it like in other movies.
Why not? You know, what the fuck's he doing aside from Dance with CG Bears?
Yeah, we have all these, like, Brenden Fraser just needs a comeback. See, right there, I'm like, I think that ride is fucking in Knott's Berry Farms. I do not remember that whatsoever in Magic Mountain. I just have to say that.
This
Like,
movie,
I guess when you are a California man, you notice these things.
You know, he got on like that raft with all those girls. Like, oh my God, it's Pauly Shore. Yeah, so we can come on. We're totally strangers. We can come on your boat, right? Yeah. As long as you're Pauly Shore, you have that show.
Yeah, because you can see all like the fucking Warner Brothers stuff back there.
Yeah, which I'm kind of surprised.
Some poor panda guy getting like tortured.
You just fuck with a guy in a suit.
It's just really like you can see where they get the California man. It's just these kids, and they just not paying for shit. Like God knows where they got the money to go here.
When they got on that
probably
raft,
fucking robbed Sean Astin's mom's wallet.
Yeah. When he got onto the
Sean Astin kid, he's all like pissy now. He's like, my friends didn't take me there.
When he got onto that raft with those girls, like, who wants to be on MTV? You know, one of the movies, like, he's not really Pauly Shore, but everyone thinks he's Pauly Shore because he looks like just like that guy on MTV. I know. Use that to his advantage. Looks like Brenden Frasier's trying to hump his ass right there when he's on the back of the. She's like, we can't take him out and let him enjoy life. Come on, man.
What's weird, though?
I'm in a button-up shirt. That's how you know I'm this very straight-laced character.
In 90s, men rode on the back of motorcycles and mopeds a lot, though. Because here's some other examples. Terminator 2. Fucking John Connor and his, like, Irish buddy. Mm-hmm. And they're fucking riding on there playing the Guns N' Roses song.
The Irish kid, like the Raggedy Andy kid.
Yeah. Like the 90s Raggedy Andy where he's got fucking, like, a jean jacket on.
I want to say...
spiked hair.
I want to say...
Fucking Dumb and Dumber, they're doing it.
I want to speak on that for a second. I'll make it real quick. There is this like kind of like a Terminator 2 like parody where it's just like one of those things where they sum it up real quickly like in 5 minutes with just kind of like really poor budget and just like a handful. You only get it if you saw the movie, just certain lines.
Like cheap animation?
No. It's like live action. Huh. Like Sarah Connor's played by a fat guy in a wig, and like they're supposed to be the Raggedy Andy kid, and like it's just like literally like I think it's like a black guy with a red wig. It's just like they're on the back with scooters. Says, she's not my mom, Todd. Beat. Then just like a rough cut. They're like in the arcade. It's just like a lot of that kind of shit.
That's pretty funny.
Now, there's this part right here
where Pauly Shore's sitting really close to the dad. He's just like, I'm gonna marry your daughter, bro, and be family.
I'm pretty sure that Pauly Shore just has these horrible like he's just trying to manipulate the family into loving him. So he's hanging out with Sean Astin every day, and then is it Sean Astin or Sean Astin?
Sean Astin. Who the fuck cares?
Sean does probably.
Yes.
No, but he's there like every day, making them fall in love with him. And then one day he's gonna die.
The parents are so relaxed.
He's trying to push Sean Astin to kill himself. And this part's creepy. Just like shoo fly,
don't bother me.
Yeah.
Shoo fly.
And then you're almost kind of like you could almost play like the creepy trailer. Just have like footage
that song in the background.
Like footage of him in the corner, just hunched over, and just like rubbing the fire together. Just weird shit like that, or even just. All these weird shots, that song over it. Yeah. Nothing else.
Just make it scary.
Then as soon as it cuts, just like, meat grip. Like that. Very head right there. He's good.
There's a part too, it's like, you never really know where Pauly Shore really lives at. He never wants to go home. Like I don't know what he's going back to.
There's like just make a movie that's like all from his perspective, where we go back to his house
and his mother's she's kind of like mummified. She looks kind of like the grandpa in fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And he just kind of sits her up at the dinner table and stuff and serves her dinner and everything, though she's like totally dead.
How was your day, Mom? She cuts to mom, mummified. Righteous, Hey, don't go wheezing all that juice, Mom. You just a single tear starts to build up. It just starts to break down and cry right at the table.
Then it cuts back to Brenden Fraser doing something funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever used to go to a skating rink when you were younger?
I've been to one. And
and I have to say this. We have the classic, like, fucking... Oh, we got there.
But one's in a backwards cap, one's in a beanie, so that's how you know they're trouble.
Yeah. You can't trust those guys.
Fucking Beastie Boys looking motherfuckers.
They're fucking sharing music, too.
I love how they actually had that stop where they turn, look, then laugh at each other. Like, they're like, we both agree upon that, right? No, but...
But really, an ice rink in fucking Encino, when you think about that, actually, you're just like, really?
I never been. I was never...
No, but I'm just saying, it's in a very warm climate area.
Yeah.
And there's an ice rink.
You never know. I mean, I don't really have much of a... I mean, here's my thing.
I guess
I never liked ice.
There's an ice rink up the hill from here, but it's at 6,000 feet altitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I'm getting at?
No, I see what you're getting at. For me, it's
just the concept of like having to keep this place cold. It just
they got the money for it.
It's different if it's like an NHL place.
I guess my thing is, I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion because I only went. I mean, I've been to a few ice rinks. I went ice skating once, and I really like hockey. I really do like hockey. Whenever I played like street hockey with my friends and we were on foot or in school or whatever, I had a great time and I was actually pretty good at it from what I remember. But I could, there was no like no skates hockey league, and that was my big
Adam
problem.
Sandler and like Happy Gilmore. Like
I couldn't skate.
The skate was just the part just didn't get. That's how I felt too. Plus, like, I don't know, ice skating always kind of scared me for the fact that like I always feel like if I fall, there's people coming behind me with blades that have no idea how to skate.
I went skating one time and I got the idea, but I was kind of like trying not to trip the whole time. And this is after I started doing a lot more like drawings and animation, and I just had this fear of me falling down, having my hands going
out like no,
like some kid sliding by on my fingers. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
Yeah. Oh, dude, here's the original. This is the original time Sonic ever appeared in a video game before Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
And I'll say
when they were making Sonic the Hedgehog, they popped him in there.
When you're a kid, I don't know about other kids. If I just had some kind of weird problem, but that's what made me play that game right there. Because
that literally is the selling point. I remember that, and then also on Daytona, USA, like when you drove by, there was like that big Sonic thing like carved into the mountain.
Yeah, there's that. Or if you like played like, because I was a kid, it's like, why do I want to play tennis in a video game? Oh, Mario's the referee.
Yeah, there we go. There you go. You got me in.
Mm-hmm. Says, hey, come on, I'm the douchebag. What's the problem? Let's fight. I thought being from the Ice Age, people would walk on ice.
Yeah, ice would be.
He just needs to go barefoot. He just needs to lose the Converse, and he could probably do it.
Yeah.
Sean Astin, woo! Just always getting thrown back.
I think he's gonna come out here. He's like, I'm gonna start a fight with this hippie guy.
Let me tell you something, man. I am totally straight and totally tough. There's the other
no
one.
Black guy.
There's one of 3 other black people in the movie.
Encino must. I wonder if you went to Encino nowadays. What would it be like? Would it be a big white neighborhood again?
What if it looks exactly like this?
Like
everyone
it's a place
dresses
like trapped in time.
Yeah. Oh, there's one Asian guy back there. Yeah.
There's been a handful of Asians. There's almost been more Asians.
Are they gonna do the laugh thing? No, they're gonna. Oh.
No, but they looked at each other and they're sharing headphones too. What the fuck's up with that? Like in public.
Yeah. And
it's not like they're like in class or something where they're next to each other. It's like it's just kind of weird to like be
they're just
walking
that good
around
of friends.
all day. Yeah.
They're just that good of friends, Once again, one of the best parts of the two of the best parts of the movie. Pauly Shore and Brendan Fraser. And that's not to say other people suck. They're just the two, like, even though Pauly Shore is really not that good of a person,
Pauly Shore, at least he's more
of a person than Sean Astin or the girl.
He's a little bit too free, where he's just kind of like, he really doesn't pay for anything. He kind of like...
But he's got heart, man.
But he's got heart, yeah. He kind of uses people, like, and she throws off his fucking, like, high school football ring. Whatever. Remember, like, when they try to sell you those rings, like, when you're leaving high school? Like there's a $400... No, I remember it being, like, almost, like, $400 or something ridiculous.
And that's how I said, go.
And I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't care that much.
Yeah, it's like, I don't really have that much high school pride. If I'm not going to wear orange and black on, like, on a football game, on a game day, then I'm probably not going to... Even, like, when I was in, like, football for, like, even I was in football for, like, 1 year... I was still kind of like, fuck, I can't go to school without my jersey. Let me drive back home real quick. You know what I mean? That was one of those things.
It's like, I would put on like wrestling. Like, this is already going to teach you how to fight her.
Once again, if this is just another scene of just like...
Just him when he's like fighting Sean Astin. Like, just cut it in.
Yeah. Or it's just like some weird, almost kind of like a Twilight Zone episode. Like, Sean Astin keeps on dying, but then wakes up like... Oh, that's weird. Okay, and just different things happen to him each day through this caveman. Somehow this caveman
just keeps coming by to ruin his life.
Yeah.
I like this part right here.
Punch the headbutt right
there.
Yeah,
he takes this and he just busts it over fucking Sean Astin's head.
And he fucking deserves it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just, fuck Sean Astin.
By this point, the caveman realizes it,
Yeah.
This is a funny, like, it's kind of simple comedy, but the little thing, like, oh, I'm going to eat the eggshell instead of the egg. Actually, that kind of works. There's probably protein in that, I'm guessing.
Well, your body's made it to eat those eggshells.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Pancreas is for.
Oh, sweet.
And breaks down bones, too.
Like how, Pauly Shore is just being Mickey right here from Rocky.
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you before, Mickey? Where were you before?
Here's something kids will never experience, is they can never set up fucking skateboard ramps at school. Let alone, you can't even bring a skateboard to school probably anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Because I remember our school guy, they all go pissy when you have a skateboard there.
Like, you don't ride on that. Yeah.
Which, I mean,
I probably maybe
when you do get kind of
county.
older, you kind of go like, well, I understand why, because it's a lawsuit
lawsuit.
waiting to happen.
I think it's one of those things like
He's doing like the Catwoman thing.
Rose McGowan
And
again.
there she is for her like second little appearance.
No, but there's Sonic again. He finally did. Yeah, he finally did it. So, no, I was gonna say I think it might also depend on the county though. I bet some schools and some counties.
And
are probably
I bet you federally nowadays just about
you
unless there's like a waiver.
You can't have a ramp, but a kid could bring like one to school probably. You know what I mean?
A skateboard.
Like, hey, that's my main mode of transportation.
Yeah, it's like that's how I fucking got here.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, he's wearing the pink shirt again. Never mind.
Oh, there's a pink shirt.
His life will be
He's
fucked.
got the fucking tag on his hat.
Yeah.
Do you remember when kids used to they keep the tags on their shoes too?
I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know.
just like, whatever.
To me, that always might be like, it's like, well, you know, in 2 weeks I can take it back.
There's this part right here. Something happens right here.
This Asian, he's got fucking pocket protector.
They're just like, they just push the Asian kid away. Like,
oh, fucking nerd.
Fuck him. Yeah, like, hey, man, no, it's okay.
And fucking Flea kid's got like meth teeth. His teeth.
Look, they're walking around. Like,
his fucking like, Rivers puts his head like, I'm gonna go fuck this little Asian. In his pocket protector.
Come on, ma'am. I'm gonna fuck this Asian girl.
Remember that the teacher at the beginning, he said that he's just gonna take whatever he wants and fuck it.
So I've never seen one of these before. Let's see what this feels like.
Yeah, boy, where'd you come from, strange man?
And like his head, he has this very like well sophisticated like
like in his caveman speak, he's got all this down, but he just can't
Listen to me,
understand English.
Yeah. Very wide vocabulary, very well spoken.
That's part two, the turning point where she's like, "This is where it happened to me."
This is where it gets a little one of the few like emotional moments.
Like the dark emotion.
Yeah. Like,
you realize it's like, "I fucking died." I don't know his English accent. Oh, fucking died.
That's his sad. I'm
the sad British boy.
I think that
I lost everything. Look it.
when you turn sad, you turn
it's
British.
Me pals.
No,
that's
that is Bill, not
Bill.
Bill.
Oh,
Anyone
Bill.
but Bill. We killed a saber-toothed tiger together.
He's like, oh, look who's in there. Oh, that's Janine.
I was literally just thinking Janine.
Not Janine's
That's
ribs.
creepy. It's like some stigmata twin shit. I was literally just thinking Janine.
No, not
That's
David.
Orpheus.
David Orpheus he is.
There's a mastodon. Oh, no, yeah, the mastodon.
The Mastodon. See, it's really like the reoccurring theme of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But now you
Everything I
this,
know
like,
and love is fucking
dead.
dead.
No!
And this is where he just would go crazy. If he was a lesser man, he would just take like the teeth that saber-toothed tiger. So he would just start stabbing people. You know, shows how fucked up I am. The movie I want to see. I could there's like 5 different versions of this movie I want to see. I think this is a great premises, and you can do so many different things with it.
At first I thought Safety Trevor was just like eating something. I was like, oh, they're young.
Maybe they're gonna eat it. I don't know. They might.
If we eat the young, we will gain its power.
Mm-hmm. Does the douche do something? Yeah, he goes looking. That's
because now he's at the point where he's like, my girlfriend doesn't like me anymore, but now I'm gonna use my mental powers to like.
Yeah, he starts. That's right. He starts cooking in the little like exhibit. I forgot about this part.
Yeah.
Crying. This is you. Yeah, this would be you. Cut to the part of this.
So, like now, modern man, he goes when he gets angry, he goes and he turns on Halo and keeps. In olden days, you just start lighting shit on fire. You're like, fuck this forest.
In the 90s, I guess you'd have to go play Contra or something.
Yeah.
Contra, maybe some Mortal Kombat.
It's something that you take your rage out on.
Yeah. Even Sean Astin's kind of, come on, man, what the fuck are we doing? He's going to fuck this up. And Pauly was like, let's give him a minute, bro.
Bro, he has emotions. You gotta let him out.
Sad.
And Sean Astin's like, yeah, well, he's my fucking, like, slave.
Oh.
I found him. I own him.
He's like, stop it. He's like,
I'm white. I can have a slave. It's like, oh, bro, calm down. He's people.
He's before there was a country. It's okay. Rules don't apply to him.
Yeah. He doesn't have documentation.
It took him a minute. He's jumping in there like, well, I don't want to feel left out, so I'm going to slide on in here now. Look, man, I'm so family. I'll just say what Pauly Shore's saying. Family, I guess.
Family? I don't know what that really means.
He says, like, right now he's all whispering to him. He's like, you and me, we're going to team up against Sean Astin. We're going to kill him. Yeah, he comes in. Then he comes in. He's all like, oh, I mean, family. Yeah, man, we're family. Looks at Sean Astin. Family. movie.
It's like picking up a knife, like a toy knife there, or not toy. I mean, like a model knife.
I see, like, kind of like. Do you
remember having a hammock back in the day in like the '90s too? That was very common.
I never had.
You never had a hammock?
No.
I remember having hammocks, and I remember falling in them about 3 or 4 times. You'd be like, "Oh, dude, you got a hammock? Yeah, dude, come try it out." And you'd lay in it for about 5 minutes, and it'd go like, boom, and just fall and hit the ground. You're like, "Oh, that fucking hurt."
Yeah, that always was kind of like I could never get in.
They always broke on me.
I want to. Oh wait, there's so much going on in this movie you could speak on, but I want to say Pauly Shore, like, well, everybody's asleep in the house. He's like under the bed. He's sleeping under the bed. He like
don't bother.
He'll like pop up next to the mom, like says like, "You love Stoney. Stoney's your new son. He's your new son." You know, like whispering in their ear. Weasel goes down,
and he goes
to the dad.
Goes to Wolf Blitzer.
Goes to Wolf Blitzer, the dad, and says like, he says like, "You're gonna open Stoney into your house, and you're gonna let him marry your daughter." Dad. Very creepy. And
starts rubbing his pecs.
While he sleeps. You know,
it kind of like caresses his hair and the beard.
You're my little wolfie.
I like how, like, okay, like, everybody's fucking, like, running outside. And, like, nothing's really happening yet. All it is like, oh my god, the caveman's got in the car. And maybe it's because of this
no one's
movie,
really
this
chill.
is why they've, like, taken out student driving at school. Because nowadays it seems like they're like, well, we'll teach you the student, like, handbook, but you gotta go fucking take that class somewhere else.
Yeah.
Didn't you see Encino Man?
Encino Man, the classic example of all these situations. Like, all right, well, it wasn't a caveman, but it was a foreign exchange student.
Trying to be cool now. Does he have fucking, like, shorts on that are multicolored and whatnot? He's wearing a vest.
I think. Let's see.
Because before
that thing's gonna land at some point. We'll find out.
Before he's wearing fucking tucked-in shirts that are collared and jeans and shit.
Yeah, he's wearing shorts.
What the fuck? He's trying to be cool.
No, what was I gonna say?
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a vest and short. He's making
a fucking pet grab from this chick.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what's the weird?
And it's more like, get the fuck away from me. That's what it is. She's like,
the description of this movie, like, they say it's like the reason. I don't know if they mentioned the movie. Maybe it was just an earlier draft of the script. But they say like he doesn't go out
with John Lennon glasses.
He doesn't go out with her originally. Like the chick back in like grade school, because he doesn't think she's hot then. But when she turns hot, then he wants her.
They have that in the original draft of the script?
It says that in the description on the movie.
On the description that says that?
It might not say it on that one. It
shouldn't.
It said it on the internet, like on IMDb.
Well, no fucking wonder she's turning him down.
Well, yeah, just like to make Sean Astin even more of a douche.
It's like, dude, I mean,
I like how they fucking steal this car too, and just kind of, maybe that's the. You know what we were questioning the other day, like why the fucking like cops run inside the.
That's why, yeah.
That must be the reason why. I kind of forgot. I just totally.
We're too busy laughing, yeah.
Well, I think too, because like it's about 15 minutes later.
Well,
so
why does everybody else leave? Like, oh shit, we left our green cards at home.
Yeah. See, like, well, you come in here, this is like, oh, this is where all, like, the blacks and Mexicans hang out at.
Aside from the Fresh Prince that was in
the... aside from a couple of them that are allowed in school.
Yeah.
I like a Pauly Shore. He really fits in with these guys.
Like, snaps right in.
You want to be a weasel, man? Then drink some tequila.
Yeah.
And that's what he's like, look, I got some hair growing. Before he just, like, pulled down his, like, pants. He's like, look, man, I got some hair growing. They all lean in and look down. Yeah, weasel's getting hair. He becoming a man.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he'll be our silly. You know, every once in a while, there's kind of like in a white group, there's the one like Mexican guy or the one black guy. In this case, he's the one white guy in the Mexican.
And that's pretty much just like we like bringing this like weird white guy in and making him drink and dance and.
He's our monkey. We'll make him do funny shit for us.
He can fuck us drive us home once we're like all hammered. Yeah. he's our somewhat sober driver.
Forgot about this part, yeah. I guess now I didn't realize why this movie wasn't put underneath the Disney logo.
Well, I think it's a teen movie, I guess. I mean, it's PG-13.
Goofy movie was one of those examples. Fuck, Sean Astin is Max from a Goofy movie.
Is he?
I'm I'm just saying.
Pauly Shore is the other dude.
No, I'm just saying. No, character-wise, not acting. Just
character-wise. Yeah. Sean Astin totally, because that's what that is too. It's like, except for that movie's more like, my dad's so totally not cool.
I mean, my dad tries hard, but fuck him, man. You know.
That'd be a target to do for the podcast.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Just do a bunch of these things like in a week.
Bunch of fucking 90s movies.
Like, who
the fuck let this
Sean Astin's so lucky that he hasn't got his ass kicked just from walking the
look at him. He's so fucking dopey looking.
Yeah.
And fucking Brendan Fraser's in here having a great time. He fits in everywhere.
Yeah.
He's literally like
all you need is a lovable prehistoric rapist.
He's like, I'm not cool enough to go, to dance.
Well, the thing is, you would feel bad for him if he wasn't such a dick.
Yeah, maybe if he was like a real nice guy at heart.
He was a nice guy who was just a little dorky. You'd feel bad for him and probably like him. But the fact he's like, no, she's hot now, and she wasn't hot then, so now I like her, and we got this guy, we can make him dance and make money for us. That's what it's just like.
He's pretty much like that guy, like in like 1890, who's got the fucking monkey on a leash. He's like, dance, monkey, dance, you'll make me rich. He's literally that guy.
Yeah. Only he don't got no awesome jam box that he can crank.
Dude, there's actually a Stallone movie. I can't think what it's called, but like it's one's about like old fashioned wrestling, like way back in the day, like 100 years ago plus.
Really?
And he probably gets a monkey. He's like, "Monkey, you're gonna make me rich, monkey." Because he's just trying to
play like Rocky Balboa.
He's kind of like that, but like not. He's pretty much like he's training like his buddy to be a wrestler or whatnot.
Hey, up, I'm here to get a turtle.
Pretty much what he's doing is trying to like fucking like. He's almost like Sean Astin, but like a little bit more lowball because he's Stallone.
Yeah.
And he's just using other people to like get him fucking money.
I'll say this, even though I love Rocky, whenever he corners like Adrian, like in the pet shop, it always is very creepy. Like he's on the verge of just like just snapping on him, like, why the fuck would you go out with me?
I like how these guys like, okay, they got all the time in the world to come in, break into school, and really like decipher who this fucking like Linkovich is. I mean, how many guys would be like, is that really their worry, is Linkovich?
She's practicing Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, no. And he's like, oh, don't. Everybody can see your cooch. I just want to see it.
Oh, Hank, I'll take this.
He's like, I'll go fuck this in the bathroom really quickly.
Don't mind me.
I just got slipped some cocaine, and it's great.
A caveman on cocaine.
The sequel to Encino Man.
That's why he just downs the
salsa. See why she just downs this, and he gets all hopped up.
He's like, whoa! It's not even like he's not like grossed out or anything. He's just like, it's always. I'll be honest.
It's kind of nasty. He's like,
whenever in movies, even like when I was a kid, even to this day, it was never really like, oh, shit joke or something, or like really bloody stuff. It was more like someone like chugging like milk or salsa or mustard and running down the side of their face. That's what always kind of grossed me out more than anything else in a movie. Not really violence or like shit jokes.
Somebody like shitting on a camera.
Yeah, I actually one time
like
saw
fucking what was that movie?
Jackass?
No, not Jackass.
Well, Randall got shit on and Zach and Miri make a porno, but they you could tell he just dropped pudding with peanuts on top of them.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. It was different. I was thinking that, what the fuck was that movie? It was the Lloyd Kaufman one, the chicken one.
Poultry Guys.
Poultry Guys. Where they had that fat guy, and so like, is that scene necessary? That scene just felt like, I just want to top the fuck out. I like this. Is like, he calls his like girlfriend like the cheese is old and moldy,
and the salsa's cold. He's like, that's right, man. Fuck that bitch. And then she just smacks him. It's like, you'll get over it, man. You'll find another one. No, but the Lloyd Kaufman, like Poultry Guys. So you get, even though that was still nasty, that's really close. So that was like, you don't usually see it from that angle.
You must not see like ass angle like.
And you could totally tell that thing was fake.
Yeah,
well, I remember seeing.
See, the part's fucking weird. It's like, okay, like it's a bunch of guys like, oh, and they all run. Police are coming in.
So they should all just chill. They're like, hey, what's up?
At least the main.
There's more of us than you. You know.
Yeah.
It was a black dude, so it doesn't.
Maybe it's that, or they're like, you know what? We just gave alcohol to all these kids.
Yeah. Well, not all. Did all of them buy him a shot?
I don't know. We're just gonna assume they did. We probably.
If they didn't buy him shot, they hit on him, or they gave him cocaine. Or...
Yeah, they did something.
They picked up
Mexican
on the girl.
Chick's like, oh my god, I just let this teenager fuck me in the bathroom.
No one did anything to Sean Astin because no one wants him there.
No, they fucking arrest Sean Astin. They're like, get this fucker in here.
It's a black dude, so it's not racist. But what was I gonna say?
Maybe he did kill his Mexican girlfriend because she's not fucking in the car with him now.
No, she was left there. She she ditched him. She killed him. She slaps him. Then he cries to his friends. Now they're getting a ride.
Now they're all gonna go home.
And they did that.
Yeah.
That thing.
So that they're gonna all go home and do that together with their dicks.
Buddy. Just like flapping together. No, I
like how this total like white man thing, like where he comes up, he's like, what are you doing? A bunch of Mexicans in there. He's like, whatever, they're my friend. He's like, what? Come on, I've been waiting for 3 hours.
I'm white and I'm Mexican. Look, I have a baseball on my key.
You're white. We should be together. Like genes say that we are perfect for each other.
I have a baseball on my keychain. Come on. So you know how white
you know that I'm American because I have baseball.
What was I gonna say? No, going back to the shit thing real quick. I saw one of those. Like my brother, he had one of those like Steve-O, not Jackass, but Steve-O solo videos. They do way weirder shit. Some of it's like, how the fuck did someone like say we could sell this? Because there's some stuff. Okay, the weird crazy stunts. There's literally one where a guy just pulls his pants down and like diarrhea sprays against.
Is that when
the
he's running?
Wall. Not while he's running, but like he's literally just in a bathroom, just pulls his pants down, diarrhea sprays all over a wall, just like.
One of those things too. You're like, really? Then you paid for this?
Yeah, I don't know if they knew what was in it or like just.
Oh yeah, I suppose what you it's not like it says like it's like on the cover, just like guy shitting on the wall,
shitting out like the title,
Steve-O and shit wall,
live and uncut.
I remember that was like in like some other popular video. There's a guy running down the road shitting. Maybe this is like when the internet first came out. I was like, oh my god, there's a guy shitting while running.
You can look up shit.
And I just remember like there's no part of my life where I was like,
I need to see that.
Yeah, I don't care.
To this day, I still not have seen that 2 girls 1 cup video.
One's like, is that really a big deal? Like, but people just fucking like they're. You know what I think it is? It's the people. It's not like people that like.
It's so fucked up. You got to see it.
Well, I don't think it's like. It's not the ones that go like, oh my god, it's so fucking sexy. It's not those guys that are doing it. It's the people that they're regular people that like. I think at one point it's like, I'm such a normal Joe. I'm this regular person. I am totally straight and then they just kind of go like, and now I have the internet and I can look at some fucked up shit. Yeah. And I think it's those people that are the ones that get really into that stuff. The people that are already like talking about like, dick jokes and funny shit and whatnot and violence and all that stuff. Those are the people that's like, they're kind of like, whatever. It's all the regular Joes that just kind of like, I'm a white collar person. And today,
I want to say this real quick. His one fucking phone call.
Oh,
Will you go out with me? It's my one phone call.
I'm Sean Astin.
Oh, there's my mud pit getting filled up with
and then
water.
she gets part to it. She's like, no, I just really want to go off Link. He's totally hip and not a square like you. And then Sean Astin's fucking sitting there in the rain complaining. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? Fuck this guy. You know what? I own him. I could toss him out. I mean, I know they're supposed to be going, like, I think what they're going...
Look, he looks so sad right there.
I know, look at...
I
know what they're going for that thing like that, like kind of like the
Air Bud.
Yeah,
like
so,
go catch the only. That's actually sad. That was actually one of the only.
Or kind of like Fox and the Hound. You know when like the old lady has to take the fox, and it's just because she doesn't want the fox to get killed.
Yeah.
So she's like, I gotta set you free. Like they're going for like one of those kind of scenes, but the way it comes across, like in this movie, is just like. It's not like it's not like Brenden, we gotta send you up to the mountains,
Yeah.
The communists are coming. They're gonna get you. Like one of those kind of things. They want you for experiments. Like it's not one of those things. That's really
another place you could have gone with this movie. The commies want the
could have been like a crossover between like Red Dawn.
Yeah. This like happens the day before the invasion in Red Dawn.
Yeah.
This caveman.
And at first, it was all about the prom, and then it was the communists.
We went
all
to the
about
prom.
saving America.
We went to the prom to the com.
Prom-com.
Started caveman.
It's like, here, take this neon-colored backpack,
You couldn't even give him real fucking dollars.
Here's about $10 in quarters just in case you hit the arcade or a vending machine. You can have my skateboard because I'm too fat to ride it anymore.
You can have my little sister's backpack. It's not mine.
Yeah. She won't care.
Like, this whole part right here. It's just like it's not like you can see he feels a little bad, but it's more like whatever.
But literally, when you get down to like the whole reason he's doing it,
if you leave, that means she'll ask me out. You understand, right?
Yeah, if you get out of here, this is how it works.
Say what you will about this is going to be off-con in him for a second.
This is like the part where it's like he's really doing hoes before bros.
Yeah. But it's one of those things like
watch if fucking Pauly Shore didn't show up to save the fucking day. Like, Sean Astin would have he would have been gone. You would have never fucking saw Linkovich again.
No.
That would have been it.
Just ends with, like, the sad Hulk songs he's walking down the street. Dun, 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 dun,
so we have to fucking count on Pauly Shore here. He's just like, dude, you're fucked up, bro.
Like, right here, I like this part where he just turns to him. Pauly Shore doesn't actually get like, we're family. He's like, you don't understand. This guy's going to help me get into your life. What? I mean, you were family.
I mean, if it was you leaving, I mean, we'd be okay with it, man, but not Link.
It's just...
Look at that shirt he's got on, too. Like, what is that, fucking like a Woodstock picture of, like, the audience?
I can't tell. Yeah, I never noticed
all
that
I know,
shirt.
it's like an audience.
I don't know. It's the 90s. That is an audience. I can't tell. Maybe it is. That makes sense. I just know that like, I'm so used to seeing shirts. They're like purple with like green zigzags and squiggly lines everywhere. So I assumed it was that, like his usual attire.
like how Sean
Like a
Astin,
Saved by the Bell kind of like
fucking,
transitional screen.
he ends up trying to fight Pauly Shore because he's like...
And Pauly Shore is even getting him like I think Pauly Shore gets him like the... Oh, they're at a tie.
Funny,
Oh my god, Sean Astin's actually kind of winning.
Well, I think it's Pauly Shore's just not fighting.
Pauly Shore's like, my friend's gonna come in and save me. Like, family. I think
Fucking just because I snap Sean Astin's neck. I
think right there is one of those things like he's
he just like takes the blood and wipes it fucking on Sean Astin. Like, here's your fucking cum rag.
Think like this belong. It's like that. Have you ever seen Sunshine? It's the space movie. It's kind of like it's by Danny Boyle. They're trying to reignite.
I've never seen it, but I know of that one.
It's a good movie. I have that one. Where they're trying to reignite the sun. There's a part where people start dying, and Captain America.
They go up there with like a Bunsen burner trying to get like the pilot light working on the sun again. Like,
I think it's just like
the wind just picked up and the pilot went out.
I think they're just trying. That's all they gotta do. I want to say they're just like trying to shoot a bomb into it, and make sure it works. But no. Anyway, there's a part where like people start dying off, and like Captain America is in the movie. He goes up to like Scarecrow. He says like somebody just dies. He's like, all I'm saying, he puts his hand in, like a puddle of blood. If someone just died, this belongs here. And he wipes in like Scarecrow's hand. They start fucking wrestling to the ground.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of one of those things.
Reminds
like
me of that.
Yeah.
I like how Sean Astin, so he's kind of like a bitch. He's like, no.
Danny Boyle's like, this was my homage to Encino Man.
Sean Astin goes, he's like, no, I'm just gonna stay here.
Nothing stops me from later though.
I can go down to the bar and go find the Wham poster again. Langford just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna go fuck this chick in the bathroom like I always do.
He looks like I'm wondering if like the guys in the bar just gave him a small stash of cocaine because he's always
now he's
down.
all like hopped up the whole time.
He looks like he's a dealer, you know? Like,
yeah. Like he's this really hip and happy dealer.
Yeah, just always happy. But
like
if you're late on a payment, that's when he just gets all primed, like, like starts to skull fuck somebody.
And he rides a fucking woolly mammoth after you. So we got Sean Astin. I don't know, Pauly Shore just kind of like, just have everything better to do, I guess. I'm not too sure.
They got their mud pit.
And they got their like pony keg back there or something. Fucking drinking out of like Chardonnay glasses.
I'm still convinced Pauly Shore is just kind of like the only reason they went back to Sean Astin is because like we need him. He's the centerpiece. We need for the whole thing to work. We need Sean Astin. And if it all goes to shit though, we always got our B plan. We'll get to that at the end. But no, right here, like this is so much fucking effort. Let's break into his fucking house.
Like, you just really like fucking.
And he finds it as soon as he just trips the thing.
It's like whoops.
Here's
this fucking jerk off picture of her.
What if there's just like stains all over the fucking frame? Yeah.
And then somehow, some way, the pictures just seem.
And why would he store all this information about Link in there anyway? It's like, you know what fucking happened. Oh wait, that's right. They took pictures.
Yeah.
But he still has to like name it. Just so you're clear, just for in case anybody else finds this.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. For some reason, I thought they were just like written piece of paper of just like, you know.
No, because he took all those pictures, but it's like, I mean, they are hidden pretty well. I will say, put him behind there. Just
his whack off picture.
Yeah, his whack off picture.
Mm-hmm. Of course, they're driving a Corvette.
That's also another thing. He's like, if you want to make these guys like even more douchey.
Like the guy's making like a jerk off motion with his thumb up. Look, I don't have any lines. Just let me just do one small
do a
little
little bit of jerk off. As long as I fucking do a jerk off motion in a Disney movie.
Earthquake. What came out of that earthquake? Yeah. I wonder what's waiting. I like he has the whole monkey like with like a cymbal like clap going on.
Yeah. I still like, though this guy's never really spoken any words of English too much, nobody's questioning it still.
Well, he's from Estonia. That's why we have a friend from Estonia. You know?
Yeah, he speaks perfectly good English. Like he pushes like a little Asian guy out of the way. He's like, out of the way.
Look, I think the Asian guy. He's like,
Asian
I wonder if like because we believe that he at some point fucked that Asian boy. Do you think is that how he won?
Is that why he's there? Now he's kind of like folds him around.
Is that how he won the crown right there?
He's like, Dr. Link. Get a little short round for him.
That's a short round.
He carries his bags.
He's like,
no hanky-panky, no hanky-panky.
No time for love, Dr. Link. And also just punches the kid out. Just knocks the kid the fuck out. They keep on fucking. The kid's just passed out in the corner of the room with a bloody nose.
I like how this point he's like, I'm here to tell you that this guy's, there's something wrong with him. Let me explain something that you guys never told.
If you just look at the way how he's moving his head, it's just kind of, you know.
Yeah, it's really weird.
He is. I think you're right. I never thought. I think
He's
it is.
Caveman. And I was like, well, yeah, fucking ain't right. He's a caveman, bro.
No, that's bad, bro. That's Brad. Not one of us. He's like, okay, whatever, man. It's all good. Here comes Sean Astin. And Pauly Shore. He's like, look, I got.
And then they realize that nobody gives a fuck.
Here's one of those things. Once again, Sean Astin doesn't do anything. Luckily, Link has a heart.
Fucking Link is here. If not, this would be the part where like Sean Astin would be killed. And
look, fucking like Short Round did more. He
yeah.
Boom. Fuck you, motherfucker.
And picks up this guy. Really takes care of him.
Shucks him down. What if he just like threw him down like the back of his head like hit the stage and he just like he's paralyzed from the neck down. He's like I can't move. I can't move. The party continues without him. He's just laying there crying like I'm paralyzed from my waist. I can't move.
Love.
I can't move, guys. They're just all partying. Woo! Party at Sean Astin's house. He has a new mud pit.
Yeah. See, look, even Pauly Shore comes up to like fucking punch him. He's like, "Fucking you up!
You got punched."
Shush.
That's so feminine. Like he's doing like a Princess Di wave right there.
Yeah.
Here comes
and then this band's Infectious Grooves, which I actually like. This has a sweet song. I actually one of the coolest ones in the soundtrack. This is a fucking super group, is what this band is actually. Mm-hmm. It's got Robert Trujillo, who became the bass player for Metallica and Ozzy, and that's the singer from Suicidal Tendencies.
Really?
And then it's also got guys from like Faith No More and Jane's Addiction in it.
And
it was pretty much what it was. Those guys all got together and like they did. The band has been on for a while actually.
Well, that's good.
And they just pretty much wanted to make just like a funk rock band.
It's pretty.
It was kind
this is a cool
comedy,
song.
yeah. So that's what it was. I was like, so those guys are all like famous guys. So there's Robert Trujillo back there playing fucking bass.
This part right here. Okay, so this says
So
everything. This says everything about. This says everything about like their relationship in the movie. So Brendan Fraser's dancing.
He's a cool guy.
He's all good. Everyone loves him. It's fine.
There's no way you can't love him.
Then Pauly Shore is going to come in here.
And he could dance.
And everyone's down. Everyone's down. It's all good.
Because
after
cool, you know,
they set up the
similar.
dance, after they set the dance and the mood,
and then
Sean Astin fumbles his way in.
Look at it. He's fucking like he's reading the fucking taps, you know. He's like, somebody's fucking telling him what to do. Like, God.
And then, like, how great would it be if
it's
the
sort of
whole
like
room just stops as soon as Sean Astin
looks at him and the fucking music cuts out and everything.
Yeah, you have to leave. But you gotta leave now.
You just fucking ruined it.
Okay. You mean Short Round's dancing?
Everybody can dance, but Sean Astin, look, it's just like...
I'm not giving Sean Astin... I mean, I'm not giving him shit on his dancing. I'm just talking about his fucking character. Just jumps in after... They say they lay all the foreground. He's just like, I'm gonna jump in and be part of the cool kids. Just like
really, once again, it's like he's getting credit for doing like no work but hindering. Fucking,
hey guys, over to my place. I got a new mud pit. Come on.
In fact, Sean Astin has hindered Link more than the bully in this movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know, look, they got this fucking mud pit going here, like.
Mm-hmm. Then now the girl. I mean,
now
maybe it'd be like a little understanding of her because every girl at some point dates one asshole. But she goes from dating one asshole to a worse asshole who isn't even like, he doesn't even have his shit together.
I bet the bully never took one of his friends out to the fucking like end of the road and
he
said,
took one of those Abercrombie and Finch looking motherfuckers, just dropped them off on the highway. He just gives them like $10 in quarters. He's like, you can't give me full fucking dollars. No, fuck you. Go.
Get out of here.
Here's my little sister's backpack again. Tits, nipples.
We all know if somebody's tits hit your window.
It's a cave woman.
Once again, like Sean Astin's not here fucking like helping him out.
Yeah,
fucking
he's down
Pauly
there.
Shore. Pauly Shore is really the good friend here.
Now we all know what happens from here, assuming you've all seen the movie before.
Who knows? A lot of people probably haven't seen this movie. It's one of those ones like we say that, but it's like if you're probably younger, you probably never seen this movie. Maybe
possibly,
maybe not.
Yeah. No, right here though.
But here's this chick that he really kind of almost like forgot about.
Like,
I guess he totally because he did draw pictures of her at one point in time. Mm-hmm. Because the one slutty friend thought that he was drawing pictures of her, and it's like no. It's else.
I think he realized though she's probably dead. I'm in the future or whatever.
Yeah, God knows what happened in his brain.
Yeah, there's too much to take in. Like, oh fuck, she's here. That's awesome. Get the freeze frame on that. Now I want to believe because clearly they're planning to go out. I believe Buddy. The end. Yeah. I want to believe that what happens right here is, like we said, Pauly Shore wants Sean Astin to die so he could take his life. He's trying to putting himself so he doesn't have to live at his home where his dead mummified mom is there and there's no one to love him or take care of him.
Yeah.
He just wants Sean Astin's life. So I think once Sean Astin gets the girl, he's like, he goes to Link like, look, man, he's not going to kill himself. We got to do what we always talked about doing. He's like, Roof. So what ends up happening, they go downstairs. This is my ending, okay?
Fresh nugs. Mountain nugs.
So this is my ending for the thing. So what ends up happening is he goes like, "Hey, buddy, we just got to take a little ride. Like, oh, can the girl come or whatever? Like, oh yeah, sure, man, the girl can come. The girl can come." You know, so they're driving out to the mountains. You know, really dark night, driving to the mountains. They pull into the woods, way in the middle of nowhere. Like, yo, what is it? Puts a knife to his neck. It's like, what is this? What is this? Like, just shove a shovel in his hand. I can't do this. You dug that whole fucking pool, bro. You can dig 6 feet. I just fucking do it. Buddy. Yeah, no, he starts digging. The lights are on. It's kind of like that shot in like Goodfellas when they're like re-digging up that body to move. It's like, oh, it has that weird creepy red tint. Like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? He's just like, and like Brendan Fraser goes up to him, just looks at him, just whispers in his ear, "Family." Knifes him a bunch of times.
Falls in. They start burying him up. See, they should put that, because, you know, Son-in-Law, it's sort of like a slight sequel to Encino Man. Not necessarily, but it's more like, okay, now Pauly Shore's in college, and then it's even got a cameo by Brendan Fraser as Link in it. He also has a cameo in the Army now, which is almost like the third movie after it. It's like, but you never see these in between, like, what made such a change?
Just thinking, then they bury him, and they just have, like, between the two girls, Pauly Shore and Link, they just have this really sweaty, dirty, like, 4-way on top of his grave. While the credits roll.
The dark ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Encino Man. A taste of the 90s.
We're coming down from music from the Terminator. We're coming down to the songs and the
Music
credits.
from the Terminator.
That says how like I guess
just like to think Arnold Schwarzenegger. See that? It's badass.
Those are some pretty quick credits. I guess that says how quickly this movie was put together and made. I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Read Encino High, Stoney's Notebook. There's a fucking book on this.
Oh, jeez.
WWE, Terminator.
Mm-hmm. Double stereo. You always see that in every one of those.
Oh, yeah, until they start to get into, like, surround sound stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there you go. That was Encino Man.
You just took a trip back to the 90s, 1992. Good old times with Hollywood Pictures. But, yeah. So, yeah, Encino Man. Now there's an audio commentary because
it neither needed to be
nobody put it on there already, so we decided, hey, somebody's got to do it.
Unless they have like some special, like the highly anticipated
20th
anniversary edition,
I know
4-disc edition of Encino
everything.
Man.
There actually is special features on this. They're short, but there is like a 5-minute like
TV
yeah,
spot
one of those like TV ones like stay tuned for scenes from Encino Man.
Oh, one of those kind of things.
Yeah. Well,
it looks like they're cradling the balls in that DVD menu, just with their hands out, or just like tickling the balls, kind of.
Exactly, and then like the other one's like tickling the nipples, or
yeah,
I don't know what,
poking the belly button or something. I don't know.
But yeah, so till then, make sure to check out oldmanorange.com, and then we'll see you some other time. I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
I'm Ryan Dunigan.
We'll see you later.
Bye.